So something interesting just ended up coming out yesterday, and it was actually a report stating, actually it was stemming from a different report where we actually got some of these sales percentages, not the sales numbers, but the sales percentages of what were the best-selling phones of last year. And the phones that didn't make it on the list, which I was kind of expecting even in some form or fashion, were the iPhone 14 Plus and the iPhone 13 mini. So we did not get any sales numbers of those specific iPhones. And we also didn't know which ones sold more. We didn't know if the success of the iPhone 13 mini or the success of the iPhone 14 Plus kind of shine through, because both of those iPhones didn't really sell that well. But it looks like we now have a little bit of a, update in that standpoint, which is really, really weird because the exact opposite of what I expected to happen actually ended up happening. So these reports are coming from a lot of places. I saw Mac Rumors report it last night or yesterday, and they basically state that a report suggests that the iPhone 14 Plus is actually a more popular iPhone than the iPhone 13 mini. Now that is something I was not expecting to hear at all, considering that the iPhone 13 mini was at a cheaper price tag than what the iPhone 14 Plus actually sold for. So this could be for a few things. Now the report goes on to suggest that basically from certain supply chain consultants and supply chain analysts, they basically are saying that there's more panels or at least more shipments of the 6.7-inch iPhone 14 Plus rather than the 5.4-inch iPhone 13 mini. Now, I do think there's going to be some key differences here. For one, you have to keep in mind that with that 6.7-inch display, I hope those sales numbers aren't actually including the 14 Pro Max as well. I think, they know how to do their job, but that is just kind of one thing to keep in mind. Now they go on to show this other, chart, and they do kind of corroborate that it looks like for some areas, there seems to be a 2% increase in the year-on-year panel shipments as of April for the iPhone 14 series. And it looks like the 14 Plus at this moment from when the 13 mini was being sold are actually 59% higher than they were for the iPhone 13 mini. Now, it could be for a few things. I think the laddered approach Apple has started is pretty decent. It starts with the iPhone 14, then the 14 Plus, and the 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max at $100 increments. So people may actually prefer a bigger phone than a smaller one. And I think that would be pretty cool. I think that kind of makes sense. But I also do think that it is very interesting that they cut out the 13 mini when Apple probably could have kept that iPhone, made a 14 mini, and then they would have had a large laddered approach that starts at like $699 and goes all the way up to $1099. So this is something I was not expecting to kind of hear from Apple, but I'm actually excited to see what's going to be happening with the Plus lineup then. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.